Sorry, what now? The funniest H.P. Lovecraft story is the one where some guy's family offended an evil wizard, who then cursed his entire family, saying that all the men would die before they hit like 30. The protagonist is going crazy, trying to find a spell to break the curse, and then the big reveal was that the wizard was literally just breaking into their house and killing them himself. Oh, mysticism! You make someone think it's something entirely supernatural, but no, you just sneak in there and do it yourself. It's the fastest method. Hello and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Zen, and today we're taking a delve into r/Tumblr, which has actually become a lot more relevant these days. If you know, you know. Let's just jump in, shall we? Italian abuse. My Italian husband gets a pickle with his food for the first time. Putting ice in my Italian husband's espresso. Bringing my Italian husband to Olive Garden. Putting salt in my Italian husband's espresso. Washing my Italian husband's mocha with soap. Telling my Italian husband his food is disgusting. Someone free this man. Italian man equivalent of those dog owners who intentionally agitate their chihuahuas for views. Social media was a mistake. Clout chasers just trying to do anything for just a little modicum of attention. Just stop. Leave the man alone. What are you doing? Acronyms. Computer nerds have been kvetching about how there are only 17,576 three-letter acronyms to go around since the 1960s. I had cognitive behavior therapy last year, and every time my therapist used the acronym, I could feel my soul leave my body and descend into hell. I have a friend who does computer and numerical control machining, and every so often he'll have a question and begin a tweet like, "My friends who are into CNC," and every time my skeleton leaves my body and flies around the room. It is unfortunate that a lot of different things have the same acronym. I've done CBT 3 times already. My compulsory basic training for my motorbike, because I just keep forgetting to just go for the full license. Will this be my last time I do it? Who knows? Will I remember? Who knows? Speaking of bad memory, I'm here to remind you right now to click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know exactly when we release a new video. Do all the algorithm-loving things, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. We will love you for it, and it helps the channel just keep on going, like this video is about to right now. Let's go. I almost threw up in my mouth. So I was watching this video, Stop Romanticizing Serial Killers. And this was the first time I learned that Ted Bundy's groupies went to his trial dressed as his victims in front of their families. If you simp for serial killers, you're an actual piece of crap. No gray areas, you are an actual piece of just crap. Truly one of the lowest form of human scum on the planet. Don't care if you think that's purity culture, just don't. Imagine seeing someone who killed people for whatever the reason and thinking to yourself, wow, I want to just be with them. They're super sexy and I can fix What they're saying is absolutely correct. It is gross. Do not romanticize serial killers. They are just terrible people. They are not people that you should be thinking, I can fix them. They're super hot. Don't. Just don't. It is a terrible trend. It is just don't. I was born with Bay. I just found out Merriam-Webster has a time-traveling feature and tells you some of the words that were born the same year as you. It's pretty neat, y'all should do this. I was born with vape, and I will die with vape. I was born with judgy. 3D printer, cybersex, and heteronormative. My favorites: brown dwarf, superstring, intertextuality, domestic partner, and the now obsolete electronic mail. Nice. You know what, actually, this is kind of interesting. I wonder what words I've got. Okay, so I'm just going to curate a few that I've got here, because curated is one of them. Mixed martial arts, McMansion, clapback, cyberculture, hepatitis E, World Wide Web, spam. Yo, I was born the same year as lithium-ion battery. Let's go. Lethal creatures. Generally, people who are scared of farm animals are scared because they're not familiar with them, don't know how to properly handle them, and don't know what they are like. Except for pigs. People who aren't scared of pigs aren't generally familiar with pigs. Like, I'm not kidding. A full-grown adult domestic pig is a 2-in-1 murder and corpse disposal service the size of a small pony. Wild boars aren't dangerous because they're wild. They're dangerous because they're pigs. No, yeah, pigs are, they will just eat anything, and they can eat pretty much anything. Straight up, if you fall asleep in a pig enclosure, and you can just be eaten in your sleep. Straight up, they will just go to town on you. Gen Z puritanism at its finest. Not once, but twice have I seen people say that Melanie, the super thick MILF with 5 kids, one of which is an adult, is a minor. In what world is this a child? How do people think this? Like, straight up, how does someone come to this conclusion when given the information of 5 children and 45 years old? Just because it's in a game that most people associate with 4 children doesn't mean everyone involved is a child. Some people lack critical thinking, and it shows. Wildlife versus technology. Deer after 150 years of cars. Maybe if I stand really quietly here in this exposed area, right in front of this thing that barrels directly towards me at unfathomable speeds, it won't see me. Seagulls after 20 years of smartphones. The exact moment when that human glances at that rectangle is the best time to swoop in and snatch that crap from their other hand. Some animals are just better at adaptability, it just shows. Them seagulls, they know what they're doing. If you browse r/Tumblr, I would encourage you just to make an account, because some things can only be experienced firsthand. People on Twitter are like, Lamau, I bet Tumblr users are so mad about Twitter refugees. I saw someone saying it's gentrification, while Tumblr users are collectively writing something I can only describe as an epistolary screenplay. Is it really Twitter refugees, considering there was the massive Tumblr refugee situation onto Twitter a fair few years ago when NSFW wasn't allowed? So in theory, it's just reintroducing some of the wildlife back into the ecosystem. So yeah, just let it be, it's fine. Fun fact, according to folklorists, all myths, fairy tales, and nursery rhymes that are about some dude named Jack are talking about the same guy. What this means is that every single one of the following: Jack Be Nimble, who jumped over burning candles for fun. Jack the Giant Killer, who sold his cows for magic beans then robbed and killed a giant. Stingy Jack, who tricked the devil so many times he was banned from both afterlives. Jack of Jack and Jill, who splattered his head open falling down a hill. Jack-o'-lantern, the headless horseman, spirit of Halloween. And Jack Frost, the spirit who heralds the end of autumn and the start of winter. Are literally the same dude who made so many bad life choices. He ended up an immortal ice Dullahan with a pumpkin serving as both his head and flashlight. But what an incredible journey he had getting there. Absolutely. Dude lived life with no regrets, and he's still living life because it seems he is now immortal because of his choices. So I guess he could still be just living his best life? Who knows? Starfleet would put restrictions on the replicator so fast if I had access. Why I shouldn't be allowed access to the replicator from Star Trek. Starfleet Guide. Alright, and this here is the replicator. Observe. Computer. Coffee. Hot. A cup of hot coffee appears on the replicator's tray. Guide takes cup. You see? It's quite simple. Computer. Almond Joy the size of a brick. Slightly cold. A ridiculously oversized candy bar appears on the replicator's tray. The guide is speechless. Me. Oh, I'm so gonna regret this later. But I just don't care. Isn't the replicator like the piece of technology that essentially, turns the entire Star Trek universe into like a form of utopia? Where like nobody needs to work unless they want to kind of thing? I don't want Star Trek! And I think that's like the piece of technology that would, encourage that. Megamind truly has it all. I want a book where the villain gets the girl. I am so sick of people being like, I wish there was a story where insert something that definitely already happened in Megamind. Megamind truly had it all. Okay, when it first came out, I was told by so many people, even including my brothers, that, oh, it's just a pop culture piece of crap film. It won't last long. It has lasted and persisted and has broken so many tropes and people just keep coming back to it. It is the embodiment of film, of just aged like wine, and it just keeps getting better. Smile! Take your smileys from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just a little too much effort into the eyes. Oh, what the hell? Okay, but, I felt like I had to contribute. I want all of these to just become standard Unicode emojis. I want these embedded into every electronic device for communication. They need to be available for the wide populace. They are amazing. And that's all the time we have for today on Kalbus. If you liked the video, consider dropping a like, or maybe even subscribing. Or hey, maybe even sharing with a friend and just being like, watch it. It's good. If you want to see some more r/Tumblr, then stick around a couple more seconds, because another one will be popping up on your screen. But on that note, I have been your host, Zen. I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.